Welcome to Tiger Fieldhouse for tonight's history-making duels for Oklahoma. We are featuring two duels tonight. Broken Arrow Girls Wrestling and Broken Arrow Boys Wrestling will both be taking on Bentonville High School out of Arkansas. This is the first time in Oklahoma where there is a combination girls duel and a boys duel on the same mat in the same night. We're really excited tonight. My name is Neil Phillips. I'm here for the moment anyways, solo. We're getting ready to go through the lineup here, so we'll go ahead and listen to that.
Between Bentonville Tigers and your Broken Arrow Lady Tigers at this time, will you please rise and move your hats, and that all military men and women, active and or veterans, will salute the flag of the United States of America as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by a sophomore here at Broken Arrow High School, Mr. Gabriel Sawyer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the young ladies that will be wrestling this evening. At 100 pounds, from Bentonville, Avery Marquardt. From Broken Arrow, Jackson Carlisle. At 105, Ashley Jones, will wrestle Elizabeth Jones. At 112, Kelly Green goes against Charlie Callahan. At 117, Hal Austin will wrestle Alexandria Cockrell. 127, Julia Krause goes against Alice Hine. 147, Shelby Lund wrestles Mason. 155, William Scott will wrestle Mackenzie Munson. 161, Michelle Gonzalez will go against Agnes Isaac. 184 and at 215, Olivia Brown will receive a forfeit. And proceeding, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to wrestle.
Like we said before, I don't know if you caught us at the beginning of the broadcast, but tonight is a history-making night for Oklahoma wrestling. This is the first night that there has been a women's and men's duel at the same night on the same mat. We're really excited for the direction that wrestling is going here in the state of Oklahoma. It's going to be it's something that's already growing tremendously here in the state. I think the OSSA.com website has a running tally of how many girls have signed up to wrestle in the state of Oklahoma, and I think it's running close to about 310 and 315 people right now, which is really remarkable for as quickly as it's blown up here. Our first match tonight is going to be at 100 pounds between Broken Arrow's Jasmine Carlisle and Bentonville's Avery Marquardt. go. Joined here by Dallas Bailey.
Good to be here.
Dallas, I was just telling them that tonight's a history-making night for Oklahoma schools, for Oklahoma sports, for wrestling in the state of Oklahoma, where we have 2 duels tonight, 1 girls' duel, 1 boys' duel, on the same mat, under the same roof. Really excited about what's going on here in the state of Oklahoma.
The girls program in Bentonville, bringing their program. I mean, absolutely, they're number 1 in Arkansas, right?
Yes. I know the boys is for sure. I don't see any reason why the girls wouldn't be either. I'm not sure how long Arkansas has had girls wrestling. Obviously, they've had it longer than we have.
Well, they haven't had wrestling. You know, it's a first-generation sport there, but it's blowing up like mad, and that's a good thing. Yeah.
I'll tell you, we can't say enough about our head girls coach, Cassidy Jasperson. She's been a really big blessing for us, and I think that Coach Dunn, our athletic director, has chosen very wisely with choosing her as our head coach. She's wise beyond her years. She's fresh out of college, and she's very knowledgeable in the sport of wrestling.
Well, if nothing else, I haven't seen her, so much during her when she was competing. I didn't know of her, but I know the Joneses talk, just the world of her, and the girls love her. And if I knew nothing else, that says enough.
Absolutely. I don't get to see her a whole lot in the room, but I've heard nothing but great things from her. Granted, I don't see her in the room a whole lot because the girls practice in a different room than we do. We're very blessed here to have a high school boys room, a high school and junior high girls room, as well as a junior high boys room. We've got more wrestling mats than just about anybody else in the country.
I think that's
nice reversal.
Wow.
To her back.
She's got her overhook.
Underneath that arm, she's gonna sit out.
Got the 3 back, looking for the fall.
She's gonna work her. She's got her leg locked up there. The other girl's got her leg locked up.
It's a long 90 seconds.
It's a long 90 seconds.
In the middle of the mat.
Not sure you've ever been there before, but I have.
It's nowhere you want to be.
Suck it in there. Now, if you're not familiar with, I got the fall. If you're not familiar with Oklahoma girls wrestling or girls wrestling in the country itself, there are 10 total weights, each of which are different weight classes than the boys have. But for now, Broken Arrow takes the lead 6-0 over Bentonville. And next up, we have Elizabeth Jones for Broken Arrow and Ashlyn Jones from Bentonville. Battle of the Joneses. So this is 105 pounds. I don't know if I said that before or not. She's in deep on a double leg here. She's got to keep her legs up. Quick. Bentonville is going to take the takedown. She's got a nice deep half. She's got to get that arm through.
Fighting the arm through, but
there you go. She's got her arm through.
There's a technique to it. Getting off the back. We don't want to acknowledge it because we like to pretend we don't ever go to our back, but
right.
You do, and that was the difference between getting pinned and not.
Yep.
This one might be a little too much.
She's got it deep there.
Yep.
She's got an advantage getting that arm through. She might be able to slip it up. She's going to slip that arm through. Oh. She's got it back. She's got to build her way back up to her feet.
She's riding that half real hard.
Yes.
Keep pressure forward. It's making it difficult for our guy to get any kind of base about her. I keep wanting to call her Jones, but then they're both Jones.
Right. She's got a little bar on the half there.
8 seconds. We'd like to see them fight this out.
Elizabeth's going to fight this one off. Survive the first period. You're going to be down 8-0. Start of the second period. We have choice. She's going to choose. I think she mouthed top, but Coach Jasperson said defer. Probably the wise choice. Now the other girl took top.
I suppose I couldn't blame her, but
Yeah.
now, what do the team points score the same? I know that they're
Yes.
different weight classes. There are 10 of them instead of 12, or instead of 14.
They do score the same. They use the same. Excuse me. They use the same NFHS rules that we have, or the same. Yeah, the same regular
3
rules that
for
we have.
decision, 4 major decision.
Yes.
Attack and fall.
Nice. Got a reversal there.
Reverse.
Try to
Granby roll.
Keep that bundled up there. Keep it. Keep going with it. Keep that on.
Well, the whole match hasn't been going our direction, but sometimes it just takes a little momentum.
Almost got back points there. She's going to bundle that up again. Oh, she lost it. Got a reversal. Down 10-2. 50 seconds left in the second period here. Oh, she left that wing up. Got a deep half again.
Near fall.
Nope, no near fall yet. Now she's getting near fall.
That's trouble.
Tie the score up. 6-6 here. Next up here, we've got 112 pounds. We've got Jillian Rooney from Bentonville and Airlise Callahan from Broken Arrow. Looking around, I was kind of seeing the crowd turnout tonight. We got a pretty little crowd turnout.
Yeah.
Of course, 6 o'clock's sometimes tough for people once they get off work to get here.
Well,
in time,
especially
but
with it being Christmas break and,
Right.
and whatnot. This is a great turnout. These two are coming out firing.
yes, they are. Now, I don't know if you knew this or not, but in college, for college wrestling for girls, they don't have collegiate style wrestling, which is the style we wrestle here tonight. So it's been a bit of a transition for Coach Jasperson to go from freestyle wrestling to collegiate style wrestling, which understandably there's a bit of a difference there. When you've only wrestled freestyle your entire life, and you come here to wrestle collegiate or to coach collegiate, you've got to. There's a few things you kind of overlook, a few things that you kind of forget. Now wrestling's wrestling, of course, but there's a few things she kind of overlooked a little bit when she started coaching collegiate style wrestling.
I suppose it would take a little bit longer, just adjustment time, but like you said, anybody who's good at the sport like Coach Jasperson, they're going to settle in. Maybe just take a little longer.
The main difference would be like the techniques that you going from one move to the next. Once you get on top, obviously
Well, your
you don't-
intentions are different.
You don't
'cause
work
the
a whole lot
scoring
on
is different.
bottom, in freestyle. So having to really kind of fix that curve or fix that change from freestyle wrestling to collegiate wrestling when coaching, which granted, wrestling's wrestling. But
Now I knew that that was the case. Now, has it always been the case?
as far as I understand, for girls wrestling in college,
Girls wrestling in
it's
college has always been freestyle.
Yeah.
Because I knew that it was now, but I thought that it started off as collegiate. but
I
didn't
don't know for sure, but I remember that was something we talked about in the office with
Uh-huh.
Coach Jasperson, something she's had to learn how to do. Okay, second period, we've got a score of 4-2. Bentonville's up 4-2, and Bentonville had choice, and she chose top.
Top winning 4-2.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. 3-2.
3-2.
Sorry.
Still, pretty confident on top. Working on the chicken wing.
I think just thinking about the whole fundamentals of girls wrestling, being in high school, being a high school sport, I think it's great, really. You think about it, and there's been such a you see girls come through wrestling programs here or there, and they're usually really good because they get up to that point, all the way up through junior high, they can beat the kids that they wrestle, the boys that they wrestle, just off of sheer technique. And some of these girls are much better technicians than boys are.
Oh,
Girls listen a lot better in the wrestling.
I'll tell you one thing. We got 60, 70 kids in our room for the club, mostly under the age of 10, 12. And not that the boys don't pay attention. Some of them are great, but you know how little boys are. I'm astounded. Those girls pay attention.
Yeah.
And you have to think about this too, is physically they mature a little bit before the guys. At that age, they're putting a thumping on some of our boys,
Next up
Regularly.
here, we've got Alexandria Cockrell from Broken Arrow versus Hannah Lawson from Bentonville. Alexandria Cockrell is the triplet to our boys wrestlers, Bryce and Jackson Cockrell. Little fun fact for you there. Now, going back to talking about girls and practicing and their attention spans, we were up a couple weeks ago up when we went to Gardner Edgerton and wrestled Park Hill. We were able to make a little visit to St. Mary's University up in Leavenworth, Kansas, and we talked to Chuck Kearney. I'm sure you're very familiar with St. Mary's because that's where Tanner goes.
Mm-hmm.
But we also saw Tanner while we were there. But talking to Coach Kearney, he was talking about how the girls in the room are so much different than boys, in the fact that you tell boys to go hit a move 5 minutes later, 3 minutes later you turn around and they're doing something completely different. Just that whole attention span is completely changed for boys. Mm-hmm. Whereas he'll tell girls to do it, and they'll sit there and they'll continue to do it until the cows come home if you don't tell them to stop.
And that's obviously on average. It's not that there aren't girls who will lose attention span or guys that won't pay attention, but on average, it doesn't take a genius. You just pay attention.
Correct.
And on average, that's how it is. So
now, granted, you've got your national champion boys. They're going to be the ones who'll do the same move over and over and over and over again until you tell them not to. But you're just like you said, you're on average. On average boys and on average girls, they want to learn. It's the whole thing about it too. Is they want to be there. They're there for a reason. These girls don't have to take wrestling. Nobody's forcing them to do it. Not that anybody's forcing boys, but as a boy, you start wrestling age, 5, 6, 8 years old, 10 years old, whatever it is, and you've wrestled your whole life. A lot of these girls on our team, they've never wrestled before.
Well, and a generation ago, the ones who did, obviously they had some determination. They wanted to wrestle because they were the only one in a room full of boys. Now, they're getting a room full of girls. They're getting an awesome coach, and Coach Jasperson, and a program that's historical. Broken Arrow, it's known nationwide as first wrestling program. Might as well be the one, the first one with the girls program.
Absolutely.
Funny story. I was talking to Coach Rodney maybe a few months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, over the summer, and he said, we got a wrestling program for the girls now. Here's the room. He's showing me around. I said, wow, how many do we have? you know, are we thinking? He said, about 14 or so. I said, wow, 14, that's a lot.
Yeah.
He looks at me and he goes, no, 40.
Yeah.
I said, oh, wow, 40, wow.
It's great because, you know, I'm looking across the settle at the top. By the way, we started the period here 2-2. And now Alexandria Cockrell's going up 4-2. But looking across the mat here, you know, just to the right of the scorers table is most of the rest of our girls wrestling program. Unless they had something else to do tonight, they're here. They're all watching, which is, I mean, that's great. You know, that's absolutely great.
That's what it takes, you know, to have, a program like the one we have is you know, facilities and support, and also the parents. And then, you know,
Suck that. Sorry. Which I think with Alexandria Cockrell, it was kind of a shoe-in for her to go out for wrestling. You know, she grew up watching her brothers wrestle for her entire life, and, you know, why not, you know? She also cheers, too.
Does she?
Yep.
Now how old is she in relation to the boys?
Oh, they're triplets.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
You said
Oh, yeah.
that earlier. I didn't
Yeah.
know that they were actually triplets.
Yep,
That's kinda
just
why
a
I
few
was gonna
minutes,
ask.
I'm sure. I don't know which one's the oldest.
She is probably.
Probably. Keeping the crotch split there. Now she's going to run out. She's going to step out to a half. She's got a bar there.
Riding hard. Now, in a situation like this, we got 15 seconds. There, wow.
Settle. Reverse half. There you go. 10 seconds. She's got plenty of time here if she settles in. Got some hands in the face. The referee's not quite catching, but 2 seconds. Oh, got it before time is up. Beautiful. That's awesome.
Maybe a second to go.
That's going to tie the dual score up at 12. Coming into our 127-pound match, we have Allison Hines from Broken Arrow and Julia Kraus from Bentonville. Allison's one of those cases that you see a girl who wrestles boys their entire life, and now she gets an opportunity to wrestle girls. She's in there in the boys' room with us every day, wrestling our boys and getting better and just working her butt off. This is, I mean, Allison's the reason why girls wrestling is a big deal in Oklahoma. People like Allison, people like Olivia Brown, people that have wrestled boys their entire lives, and now they get that opportunity.
Well, and it's good to have. I mean, it's good to have. That's something that the rest of us, you know, our girls are, and not just these girls are junior high. The ones that I have in there, 10 and under, 8 and under.
Yeah.
This is what they can aspire to be.
Absolutely.
You know, this is kind of the pinnacle of what we're looking to achieve down the road.
And there's absolutely every bit of potential that's there for that to happen as well.
Well, her reputation definitely precedes her. She's been in with our club a few times, just helping out with some of the younger guys, and I mean that, younger guys, and even some of the older guys, teaching them more than we're ready to learn. So
yeah.
But 3-point air ball for Allison Hines.
Another takedown makes it 9-2 with 40 seconds left in the period.
she's going to cut her. 30 seconds left. Look for another takedown, maybe more. Head hunting, going for the cradle.
20 seconds left here. She's got it locked up. She can wrestle on the edge here,
So
pull it over.
Time to
She got it.
take her time.
She lost the cradle, but she kept the head.
She might get the back points, but I don't. She'll get the fall.
I don't think she wanted to fall just yet. She's going to make it 11-2 with a half of a second left in the period.
Back to center, Allison in control.
Moving into the second period, Allison Hines is up 11-2. Bentonville has choice. They're going to defer. Allison is going to choose feet.
Allison chooses neutral, start second period.
Making quick work the underhook. It's got to be a mistake.
She's got it pretty deep here.
She does a good job of lifting that head.
Yeah.
It does a few things. It pins those shoulders to the mat, but it also gets the head out of the way. The ref can see that it's clearly a fault.
Beautiful win there for Allison Hines. Next up, we have 147 pounds. We've got Shelby Lund from Bentonville versus Caitlin Tabor from Broken Arrow. I was really hoping to see Olivia Brown wrestle tonight, but it looks like they're going to forfeit to her.
Because they don't have one, like someone to compete against her, or just
I assume. I don't know. They didn't weigh anybody in anyhow. Oh, headgear turned sideways. Got a little break there. A little aggressive action there.
yeah.
Watch that head. Feels a little confident there though.
Now you were talking about a lot of the freestyle, how women's wrestles freestyle in college. That looked like a bunch of a way that you would go about it for a freestyle match. The way that
Right.
she was, Shelby was. That progression from the feet to the takedown.
Look away. Coach Mulholland, look away. Got the fall. Gonna tie the dual score up at 18 here. Got a bit of a barn burner going on. Now coming up at 155 pounds, we have Brooklyn Scott from Bentonville versus Mackenzie Munson from Broken Arrow. She looks like she's wrestled before. She's wrestled a few times before.
Yeah.
You can tell by the stance. Off mat. Quickly up 5-0, only 18 seconds into the match. She's gonna put her on her feet. Oh, she's not. Gotta put your hand on the elbow.
Good pressure forward by Brooklyn Scott.
One escape for Scott. Nice knee pick. Oh, follows her back. She's on fire here. Follow off. Talking about 3 back points, it looks like. No, 2 back points. No, 3 back points. All right. I'm going to squeeze this one till the cows come home. I don't think she's letting that go. Got the fall. Brooklyn Scott, or sorry, Mackenzie Munson with the fall for Broken Arrow there. Moving into the 161-pound match, we have Michelle Gonzalez from Bentonville versus Abby Lassiter from Broken Arrow. eager for this match. She's got it bundled up there. She's gonna rip it back the other direction. See that a lot with boys as well. The bundle won't go, the barbed wire won't go, you throw it back the other direction. She's gonna try it again. The bundle, that is.
And I love the way they let them wrestle here on the edge now. I think it's great.
Yes. They're slowly implementing it a little more like the college boys wrestling, where as long as you just have 1 point on the mat, you'll continue to wrestle. Which I think the only reason why they haven't quite fully implemented that here in Oklahoma is because a lot of the schools don't have mats big enough. The edge of the mat between the edge of the competition circle to the gym floor is usually not big enough. We're fortunate here at Broken Arrow to have 5 full brand new 5 full mats that we've purchased new since we built our new facility. Plus the girls got their own mat. This is actually the mat we're competing on tonight is one of the mats that we bought for the girls.
And they look
this
sharp.
year.
But also there's room off the edge.
Yes.
You know, people don't think about that always, but
well, you don't think of also, you know, they've got the difference in the 42-foot mat and the 38-foot mat. We have 2 42s and 2 38s in our room. They're the same size competition area, it's just the edge of the mat is different. Nice. Can't quite tell what she's got there, but I know she's got a head. So she's got a reverse headlock.
yep, she's got a
Be
far
careful
side
not to put
arm.
too much weight. Oh, she got it. And with the fall, Abby Lassiter puts Broken Arrow up 30 to 18. We've got 2 matches left, actually 1 match left, plus a forfeit at 250 pounds. So this is going to be the last match of the night for the girls. We do recommend that you stick around after this match for the boys' duel, which is going to start here shortly around or just after 7 p.m. But for Broken Arrow here, we've got Keisha Caffey versus Kaylee Owen from Bentonville. That was a quick takedown. I look down, look up, and Caffey's got her on the mat. She's got a deep half there. She winged it off. Yep, full Nelson. I thought I saw some fingers up there. Kathy
Full Nelson,
Mason
or they
with
call
full
it locked
Nelson.
hands.
I believe it's full Nelson. She had a half on the right, and she tried to get a half on the left, but didn't take the one on the right off first.
A little too quick on the trigger on the first.
You know, it seems like a good idea, but it never works. Forward, forward. She's got a nice power half. That's a beautiful power half, actually. That's one thing I did really well in high school and college. I was a power half and full.
Well, and Kaylee, I assume it's Kaylee.
Yes.
Kaylee does a great job of keeping her head up. Now
Yeah.
she's on bottom, she's on her stomach, not where she wants to be, but she's keeping her head up. That makes it tons more difficult.
Turns her head into it. She's been taught.
And Keisha, that's where that power half comes in. You're talking about really forcing that head down.
Full Nelson. Gotta be careful.
I don't know about that call.
I didn't see it.
I think that either I missed it or he missed it.
Somebody missed it.
Somebody missed it.
She just needs to stick to one side and go with it. She keeps switching off like that. She's going to keep getting hit with a full Nelson.
Now, so she's got 2. The next one will be 2 points. And
Yes.
The fourth one will be
Fourth one will be 2 points, and then the fifth one, she's disqualified. I believe that's right.
I think it's third one's 2 points, and the fourth
Yeah,
is
she's got a group here. Hopefully we don't have to see that. 30 seconds left on the clock here. She's got plenty of time.
that's it.
Settle it down.
That looks like a wrap.
There it is. That brings the dual score to 36 to 18.
And then the forfeit would be 42.
We'll have a forfeit for Olivia Brown, which will make it 42 to 18. Broken Arrow will pick up the win on the historic opening night for Broken Arrow for the state of Oklahoma for girls wrestling. Like we said, there's the boys match. Number 1 in Oklahoma is Broken Arrow versus number 1 in Arkansas, Bentonville, coming up here right at or just a little bit after 7 p.m. Stick around and get to see some exciting wrestling tonight. Thank you for tuning in.
come #1 ranked Broken Arrow Tigers. Looking forward to a good match against #1 ranked in Arkansas, Bentonville.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the wrestlers for tonight's duel. At 106 pounds, representing Bentonville, this is Stafford, the Broken Arrow, Caleb Collins. At 113 pounds, Roger Jesse was against Parker Richard. At 120 pounds, Collins goes against Rock Cockrell. At 126, Connor Middle plays off against Jackson Cockrell. At 132, Jim Bassett goes up against Blanton Perez. The number 138, Early Smith will place off against Jared Hill. At 145, with the broken reins, Rafael Marasquio will go against Brayden Anderson. 22 for Bentonville will go against David Hill at 152. Moving to 160, Garrett Hill will go against William Martin. At 170, I believe Tyler Zell will get a forfeit. 182, Bryce Missouri also received a forfeit. 195 pounds, Malachi Woodward from Bentonville goes off against Zeno Marticelli. At 220, off the pass and plays off against Stephen Lindemann, Emmanuel Schillings. Then at Haywood, the command goes against Tyson Wendell. And that will be our matchup for tonight. Remind the fans that our next home duel will be against Union on January 14th.
All right, captains are in the middle for the coin toss. Looks like Broken Arrow will choose odd.
And we're ready to go. 106 pounds.
Starting weight, Bentonville's junior, Tristan Stafford versus Broken Arrow's Caleb Collins. Stafford's in deep. Sure to take down, move for back points. Stafford will take a quick 4-point lead.
1 point escape, Caleb Collins.
Back to their feet, one escape for Collins. Makes it 4-1. Quick takedown for Stafford. Another 2 back points makes it 8-1. There's 55 seconds. The first period, Stafford's gonna let him up.
1 point for the release. Back to neutral.
He's quick on that single.
Level. Yeah, that's the same level.
It's a 10-2 with the takedown from Stafford.
45 seconds.
It's a 3/4 Nelson. He's got to somehow got out.
3 point new ball. Christian Stafford.
Got short time. 17.
17. Now, what was the call? Why we stop that?
Is it potentially dangerous?
Potentially dangerous.
7 seconds. Start back. Nope. Christian Stafford in control.
And that's the end of the first period.
Up 11.
Stafford chooses bottom with this in the second period, up with an 11-point lead.
Chooses down to start second period.
Wow. Some flexibility there. Makes it 16-2. It's a 14-point and 15 points technical fall. So he's looking for that pen instead of the 5 points. He wants the 6 points.
Oh, off the background. Got it locked up.
He's really learned how to use that leverage on top. Well, we'll see. It looks like he's just going to get the technical fall, but that's it. That's the technical fall. Final score 19-2. 15 points for Bentonville to start it off.
For Christian Stafford.
We got Parker Whitcraft.
Mr. Parker Whitcraft. His opponent from Bentonville, junior. With a quick stalling call on against Bentonville.
Caution. On that. Back to the
Beautiful combination by Parker Whitcraft. Good takedown. With a minute 15 left in the first period.
That's her little tilt.
Beautifully executed. Picked up some cheap tilt back points.
Yeah. Run away.
5-0.
All right, he's in good shape there. Got the arm. Oh,
Woodcraft with the guillotine. He's got secured his 3 back points and looking for the fall.
oh, it just keeps adjusting. Really nice.
Doesn't look comfortable at all.
20 seconds left, chance to buy.
15 seconds. He's got it. 5 seconds left. Broken air tires up 6-5 after the second match. Cassidy, how did Parker do last week at the Ironman? Did you?
He didn't place. I don't know how he ended up doing, but he didn't place.
He's only a sophomore. He's got tons of potential. It'd be fun to watch in
Yeah.
the future.
Well, he transitions really well, especially with that underhook. All right, we got Bryce Cockrell, senior.
Now, I didn't realize they were triplets.
Oh, that was a quick catch out. Had some near fall for that, I'm sure.
2 and 2
There we go.
for Bryce Cockrell. It's him up 4-0.
Yeah. Up 4-0, minute 30 to go. He's gonna go for that tilt. No.
Bryce doing a really good job of keeping forward pressure and just weighing on that left arm. We're going to make something of it.
There's another
Going for the
tilt.
tilt.
Pretty tilt.
Forced him, not quite a 2
Yeah.
count. It was iffy. Looks like he's holding 2. 6-0.
Ooh,
And
locks up that
hardly
cradle
onto a
quick.
cradle. Wow.
Beautiful.
And
There it
that's
is.
Three matches in, and they're making quick work. I mean, they're getting after it from the
Yeah.
get-go. None of them have gone the full 3 periods yet.
Got Jackson Cockrell. There we go. Nice. Single. Switch up to a double.
Both Bryce and Jackson, they've signed with D1 wrestling colleges, secured a scholarship.
Yeah, Jackson's at University of Maryland.
Maryland
Yeah, he's committed to there.
and Bryce, he's
Long
signed-
Island. Long Island University. Yeah. Yep. Jackson really knows how to put pressure on. That's really well.
Looks like he's got this one pretty wrapped up tight. If he can stay on the mat, it looks like he will.
He is
Should pick up the fall.
nice.
Four matches in, that puts the Broken Arrow Tigers up 18-5. So this should be one of the best matchups tonight, I think. Jacob Adams for Bentonville Jr. versus Blazek Perez from Broken Arrow. Perez with a single attempt. Adams with a good sprawl defense. Those wrestlers just kind of sizing each other up.
1 minute.
Not quite committing to any attack just yet. Both wrestlers still scoreless. About 30 seconds left in the first period. Seconds left. Looks like this is going to end 0-0 for the first period.
It's not too much action in the first period.
Perez shoots down, starts second period wrestling.
Adams on top, broken him down, looking for cross wrist. Really riding hard, forward pressure, doing a great job.
Right to that claw. Okay.
Off mat. Adams still in control.
Perez will get a fresh start. Again, serious pressure from Adams. Perez tries to build his base back.
There we go. There we
He's
go.
out. One escape.
56 left.
First points on the board. Point for Broken Arrow. About 10 seconds left
Hear that?
on the edge of the mat. And that'll be it for the second period. 1-0. Blazek Perez over Adams. Go to the third period. So far, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of movement anyway, but not seeing a whole lot of commitment to any one thing.
Perez keeps feinting to that single, but he's not really committing to it, to that back leg.
you think that that'll probably change, you know, assuming
When the pressure gets
Adams
put
gets, well, yeah, 1-1 in the third period. Someone's got to score.
Again. Oh, it's a little high. Save with that. You got minute 20.
In high school, riding time isn't a factor. It's not something they do in high school wrestling in Oklahoma. So it remains 1-0 for Tiger. With a minute 2 left. Better stay busy on top. There it is.
I hit the stalling call.
Now, did they call that on Broken Arrow or did they call that on Bentonville?
That was BA.
Stalling call on green? Or
Yeah, it was on green.
stalling against green. Next one will be a point. First one's a warning.
Go, Jake!
Rest of 45 seconds, staying aggressive on top.
Back
Has to.
call. Tight, deep waist. Oh.
All the way around.
Like a leg attempt. Got 23.
Stay busy, or at least look like he is.
Oh, throws it a leg. Oh. 15 seconds. He's still following hard with that claw ride. Oh.
That one went all the way to the end. A 1-point win.
It's one of the more exciting 1-0 matches we've seen.
It wasn't for lack of motion. They were
Yeah.
busy. They just it didn't seem like there were a whole lot of scoring opportunities.
Junior Jared Hill. Wrestling senior Obi Smith.
Obi Smith.
Get out of this. Work out of this. Hey.
Off back, still neutral.
Jared Hill in the front headlock position.
Keep that wrist, circle up.
Into the
Good
single leg crack
transition. If he
back.
can finish that.
Not yet. Looking. There it is. 2
It's a
takedown.
great transition there. Cuts
Right
him.
into the cut. Over a minute left. He's looking for another one.
See it down there. Okay.
Slide by attempt and
He
man,
can keep that head up.
Jared Hill does a great job of just wrestling and just wrestling through every position, chain wrestling.
Cut him again. 46 to go.
Puts it 4-2. If you're going to cut him with 45 seconds left, you better intend on getting another one. Obi Smith shoots him off the mat, and Broken Arrow picks up their first stalling call. Early in the match, it might come back to haunt us, so
30 seconds.
Great fakes. Left.
15.
Oh, there we
Jared
go.
Hill. Oh, Smith on a shot. Hill defending,
Got the
head
head
in the hole. Reaching around, looking for his 2. 5 seconds left. We'll see if he gets it.
Oh.
No. Great first period, both wrestlers. And Jared Hill will choose bottom, second period. And they're off the mat. Good action. Both wrestlers keeping a good pace.
Gotta have head position, reshoot. Get your head over there. Go, keep your head up, keep that wrist.
5-2 in the second period after the escape. You know, this is kind of the point in the match where you think to yourself, or at least I always did, one more takedown for Jared Hill, and you can almost close out the match mentally.
Yeah.
One more takedown for Obi Smith,
You change him out.
and he's right in it with choice in the third period. So it's one of those crucial exchanges. Takedown and escape, so that makes it 7-3 Hill
Yeah.
with just under a minute.
Nice.
That was just an athletic
Yeah.
move. Call those hustle points.
He transitions great, one thing to the other. Nice.
That was athletic. I mean, and he was attentive enough to see it. I mean, you got to look for it, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that was a match that turned into not a match.
Oh, yeah. What do you got there? Right here. Not too much action. Oh, spoke too soon. Shot attempt. Back in neutral. Nice, low level. Went out the back. If he can switch it up right here, he's good. Oh.
Big
There we
lift.
go.
for 2
There we
points
go.
Right there on the edge of the mat.
Nice. Anderson's up 2-0. 55 seconds left in the first.
Now, Cassidy, do you ride him here? Do you try to turn him here? Or do you cut him and try to take him down again?
I suppose it depends who I'm wrestling, but
If you're wrestling him.
if I have short time, 45 left. If you think you have it in you, I'd say cut him. It's plenty of time to get a takedown if you're moving.
Seeing a lot of length and leverage from both these guys. Maybe he's got some confidence on his tilts and turns on top. We'll see. 35, you definitely keep him down though, right? right?
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Nice. Five is following well. Right back to that claw.
I love how they let him wrestle here on the edge now. It's more like college. It's not the same rules as college, but it's almost, right? Or is it?
For men's college, yeah.
For men's college, sorry. I've never wrestled men's college.
Yeah, that's a big no-no. Women's. But that is cool that they let him wrestle there. 0.1 seconds left.
On that. 1 second to go.
Well, so speaking of, so women's is just, it's the exact same as freestyle. Is that correct?
And yeah, for women in college.
They don't do it. They don't deviate at all.
Nope.
So who governs those rules? Is it the NCAA or is it like FILAs or
We do USA.
USA?
Sorry, that's fine, yeah, women's wrestling in college isn't sanctioned yet with NCAA, NAIA yet. They're sanctioning right now, but it's all WCWA. Oh, he's fighting for that lower level. Okay. Good, working his way up. Oh,
when
kicks right out of that.
Bentonville kicks out. There's 2 for the takedown. That makes it 5-0. Anderson, the broken arrow. And he's going to go ahead and give him the escape point.
5-1.
Off the whistle, Bentonville shoots. Anderson
Great defense.
squirrely scrambling it. We'll see how it turns out.
I end up to see him. So late.
For as deep as he was in on that shot. Yeah, blood time red for blood time for Bentonville. So we'll start the clock.
Oh, we got a nose. What's going on here?
I think it was, yeah, just a little bit of a nosebleed. Not much, but they still got to stop it. So.
Well, 5-1. Anderson's still putting the pressure on. You know, he's moving. He's working to his stuff. It's looking good.
Yeah, and really dominating the middle of the mat, kind of bullying. You know, to the ref, that makes a big difference. It's showing who's the aggressor and who's on the defense.
Exactly. Yeah, he's definitely not holding off just because he's at 4.
All right. Starting back on our feet with 5-1, 40 seconds to go. Braden Anderson does a great job of staying in position in the stance for as tall and long as he is. You know, he's never out of position.
Right, got hit with a stalling. Warning. 5 seconds.
Score! 3, 2, 1.
That's it for the second period. Bentonville chooses neutral. Down by 4, down 5-1. So he's looking
Have to
for
make some moves.
takedown and back points.
Go circle in, butt center.
Anderson's still controlling the center of the mat.
In those ties, he's doing a good job. I like how he's pulling off the 2-on-1. Really just it slows down anything opponent's trying to do. Shot at 10 by Anderson. Shot at 10 by Bentonville. Off the mat.
There we go. Good. Good timing with Bentonville, but Anderson was in good position.
Down by 4, you got to have a sense of urgency here. Anderson doing a good job of just controlling the pace, controlling the ties. Shoots him off the mat with 19 seconds to go. 5-1 remain.
Anderson still controlling the center, still getting into his ties with 5 seconds left.
Rossio picking up the pace, but a little too late. And that's it, 5-1. Broken Arrow Tiger. Hey, who's picking up these run-out songs anyway?
No idea. Maybe Mr. Neil Phillips.
Yeah, I feel like I'm back in sophomore year. Like high
Throwbacks,
school.
right? Full circle.
The double
All
unders
right.
jacking him up high. Dayton Hill.
There we go.
Secures a 2-point takedown and flip and flop, and he's back on top.
Right back to that bear hug, taking him right back down. Great. Came out in the first 20. A lot of action.
Yeah, action didn't stop for 30 seconds, but it's 2-0. The switch.
Switch. It's well timed. Using some legs.
Both wrestlers look like they got a little bit of knowledge about riding legs. Two to two, just under a minute in the first period. Working on the banana splits. He gets slipped for a reverse.
I floated that.
2 for Hill with 15 seconds left. See if we can ride him out. And that's it for the first period.
It's a lot of action in that period. 4-2.
It's a lot of action. Broken Arrow's choice. Dayton Hill chooses bottom, starting the second period. Quick tripod, tuck and roll. And we're in another scramble.
You can move on with that one.
Nothing yet.
Head out. Oh.
Almost a reverse, and that's back points for Bentonville Reigns. And that's tight, and that might do it. is a tough spot
Yeah.
with a minute 30. That's 90
There's
seconds.
time.
Bentonville with the fall.
Yeah, that was one of those positions that really could have gone either way.
It almost did. We saw it almost go both ways. Ended up with Bentonville with Brody Raines for a deep headlock, and that's tough to get out of. 160 with William Martin versus Garrett Hill of
That
Bentonville.
front headlock on it.
Both seniors.
2 points.
Quick takedown. Broken arrow. On the edge of the mat with a pin hold. Official calls potentially dangerous. I never had long enough arms to pull that off.
Just ran it right over.
Right out.
Wow.
William Martin, quick work on top at 160. With the fall at 6 more points for the Broken Arrow Tigers. It's 36-11. Broken Arrow after 8 matches. Forfeit at 170. Tax on 6 more.
Nice. Quick takedown. Another arm. Right over. It's settle. He has time.
45 seconds in the
It
first
was like a replay of last match.
Almost exactly. You'd think those two work out together.
Got another throwback on.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, right. That was
Quick
beautiful.
action. Wow.
Quick low level.
Marcelli versus Bentonville's Malachi Goforth. 2 for Marcelli. really just staying busy on top. Great pressure. I love seeing how aggressive they're being on top, and really, I can say the same for Bentonville when they've been on top.
Well, they're transitioning to different things. When something's not working, they're not going to force it. There it is.
But they're not sitting there just holding position. They're moving. They're looking for points. 30 seconds left in the first period. Looking at 4-0.
Just taking that wing right over, right over.
Riding it out. That's
there we go.
Just like that.
Wow.
4-0.
They're tough with that. Skillings.
Mr. Skillings.
Austin Thompson, senior from Bentonville. Good snap down, behind.
Big lift.
Wow. Get that return. Quick too. Okay. Bentonville got the escape. Nice little low level.
Beautiful low level. Good finish. He's going to go ahead and cut him, give him an escape. 4-2.
He has plenty of time. Work some more stuff.
Catches the turf on the way down, loses it. 6-2 with just under 30 seconds left in the first period. He's going for another one. 6-3. He's got under 20. Better show some urgency.
There we go.
1 second on the clock. Drags his toes, pick up fourth takedown, 8-3.
Escape.
Skilling's returning state champion from last year, right? Hot off his All-American performance last week at the Ironman. He got fourth, I believe, right?
Yes. Yeah, he had a great showing at Ironman.
One of the toughest tournaments in the nation. I mean, that's impressive. So. Wow.
That's great. It's one of those lanky people moves.
Uh-huh.
Oh, beautiful. Minute left in the second. Skillings cuts him. It's 10-5. to his
Good
double.
read drop.
Beautiful transition.
And reach pick. No back points, not yet. That's off from that. 12-5, 30, just over 30 seconds left in the second period. We'll see what Emmanuel Scaling is going to do with him. Is he going to stay on top, turn him, or is he going to cut him and go for another one?
Oh, is that okay? Yeah, there we
14-5.
go. Cut him.
He's going to cut him.
All right,
Point for the release point. Back to you.
Nice.
Beautiful double leg. Dragging the toes. Two more. 14 seconds left.
It's pretty fierce with that blast double.
He does a good job of staying down after his fakes. Looks like he's going to ride him out and finish out the second period on top.
Up by 10. Going into the third.
Still in the short, 62 for the third period.
Just watching the two, his head position. Skillings does a great job, like I said, of staying low. I mean, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
And on a single. He only dragged one toe, so it was a good call by official Greg Peak. It was awfully close, though. High crotch single.
On the double. There we go.
You know what? It's the Emmanuel Skilling show as far as the points go, but you know I'm awfully impressed with Thompson from Bentonville as well. He's putting up a fight. I think more than Skilling's used to.
Yeah. Inside trip attempt. You know, it's clear that Skillings hasn't broken him, even though he's clearly dominating here. All right.
And that's it. It looks like that's a wrap. Skillings with a takedown and fall in the third period.
That'll end it.
No heavyweight
Final
match?
score. I guess not. Do they have anything? Welty?
And that's it. Final score, is it 66-11 or is it
Yeah,
72? 66?
Yeah, 66-11.
Your Broken Arrow Tigers
Good.
against number one ranked from Arkansas, Bentonville. Awesome match. And that'll be it for the night.